Hey family, what's going on? Klaus here, and thank you all so much for tuning in. Today we have a new troop idea that I had this morning in the shower. It was a good idea, at least I think it's a good idea, and I really want you guys' opinion on this new troop idea. I'm going to be bringing this idea to Supercell next time I talk with them, and it's all about whether or not you guys think it's a good idea, because if I think it's a good idea, but no one else does, then there's a good chance that Supercell will think it's a terrible idea too. So you guys let me know what you think, but I think it's a really cool new troop idea for Clash of Clans. In fact, I think it's so good that it should be available for all Town Hall levels, not just like Town Hall 11 and Town Hall 9. So the idea is a bandit, or maybe we can name it something else. Maybe we can call it a ranger. I don't know, but I used in the thumbnail a bandit from Clash Royale because the bandit was the inspiration for the troop idea. I've never seen the bandit played. I don't play Clash Royale, so I don't know how the bandit in Clash Royale is played. All I know is what the bandit looks like and what the bandit's name is. That's all. But the inspiration behind the bandit was to give us, in Clash of Clans, a stealth character. Now we do have the sneaky archer. That's cool. I like the sneaky archer. I think it's a cool idea. But we need something in the main village that's a bit sneaky. And this whole idea came from whenever I decided that I don't like bases with defenses on the outside the base. And that came from just the simple fact that it doesn't make any sense to put defenses on the outside of your base. In fact, if you put defenses outside of your base, it doesn't logically make sense. You want defenses to be protected so that those defenses can actually be used to defend yourself. And so this idea is a stealth character like a bandit or like a ranger that stays invisible for an amount of time. I don't know how long, maybe a few seconds, 5 seconds or whatever. And while that character is invisible, that character's favorite target is actually defenses. And so that character wants to go in and destroy defenses. Now, it only stays invisible for a short amount of time, and so it's only going to be invulnerable for a few seconds. And so that troop would be used to wipe out defenses on the outside on the base. It would be very high damage per second output. So, you know, it just take one hit and boom, that defense, whatever it is, mortar, cannon, Tesla, whatever it is, dies really early. But it would also have a very low hit point amount. And so as soon as its invisibility disappears, it would die, basically. Because one shot from a cannon, one shot from an archer tower, and bam, the poor little sneaky, whatever it is, bandit, ranger, whatever would die. But I think that this would be a really cool troop because you could use it very strategically in wiping out defenses on the outside of bases. I think it would make the base meta change a little bit. I think that the base meta would change to where people would put their defenses on the inside of the base where they belong. The only reason why people put defenses on the outside right now is to make golems go in a different direction and really distract golems. But that seems silly to me. It's the same silliness as back whenever town halls were on the outside of bases and people were able to put them on the outside to get a free shield. It's the same in my head. Defenses need to be on the inside of bases, and I think it'd be really cool to have a new unit in the game. So this is how the troop would work. It stays invisible for a few seconds. It approaches defenses, whatever defense is closer, so its favorite target would be defenses, and it's able to one-shot whatever it is. Now, as soon as the troop comes out of its invisibility, one shot from anything and it dies. So it's like a wall breaker. Wall breakers do tons of damage on walls, but they also die super easy if they hit a defense or a trap. But the sneaky bandit or ranger, whatever we decide to call this thing, it actually avoids traps. And so putting your traps and trying to put a mortar on the outside and a spring trap on the corner so that the bandit would get shot up, that would not work. It would actually really, I think, force everyone to put their defenses on the inside the base, like he keeps saying. Now, what's so fun about this troop is that not only would that troop be able to wipe out defenses on the outside, but it could actually, if put in the perfect spot, it could take out defenses on the inside of bases. Of course, the Supercell team, and again, I'm going to be putting this idea in front of them, is they would be given the job of balancing this troop and how fast this troop moves, how fast this troop actually does damage. But it would be interesting to see a troop that's just fast enough to where they they come out of their invisibility right whenever they hit a defense on the inside. So they're able to get in there and snipe a defense, or maybe they're just a little too slow for that, and you have to just have a really badly designed base in order for that to work. It would be really good for sniping defenses, outside defenses, and I think it would just be fun to have a new troop in the game. So it would avoid traps while it's invisible. It would function as destroying external defenses. It would adjust the base meta, and it would be available to all Town Hall levels. I mean, who doesn't want a troop that's available at all Town Hall levels? I mean, especially like Town Hall 8, who hasn't seen new love in years, or Town Hall 9, who is constantly in the state of flux, but has always been one of the favorite Town Hall levels in the game. And it could be like an event troop, you know. It is if they choose, if Supercell chooses to bring it in as a Clash Royale troop that comes into Clash of Clans, call it the Bandit, use the same artwork, it could just easily be explained as, hey, the Bandit is visiting us for a month or whatever, and allow Supercell to check out how that troop does in the game. How do people respond to the Bandit? How much use does it get? Is it overpowered? Is it underpowered? Is it worthless? Is it too powerful? You know, whatever. It would be, I think it'd be a lot of fun to see that troop in the game. Now, it would also cause a lot of problems. I understand that we as content creators or just players, we come up with these crazy ideas and we think it'd be super cool to have this or that or whatever, different defenses and new things, but it's extremely difficult for the creators of Clash of Clans, for the developers, to balance these things. And so I think that by making the Bandits a troop that you can only take 4 of them in an army composition, you can't take Mass Bandit, you know, or maybe the Grand Warden's Eternal Tome doesn't work with it, or something like that. You know, any of those things, or maybe it's invulnerable to spells. That way, the only use for that thing would be to destroy external defenses. Or maybe you can send in a kill squad and send bandits in behind to sneak in there and take out defenses. I don't know. I'm not a developer. I'm not a programmer. I'm not a balancer. I don't know how all those things would work, but it's the brainchild idea of having a stealthy character in Clash of Clans would be absolutely amazing. So guys, and oh, by the way, it would have like, it would be a she, of course. She would have 6 to 8 troop capacity. I mean, it's similar to maybe a bowler, or maybe a Valkyrie, or maybe a miner. All those are 6 or 8. That way, it's not like a wall breaker where you can bring 15 of them and it would still give you a lot of troop that you can use in your army. Like, it would be a significant amount of your army to bring a whole bunch of bandits. So limiting the number of bandits, or making them really large in troop capacity, and only using them in that specific situation, just like baby dragons are a fabulous funnel, like right here in this attack. I mean, just overall, guys, I think it's a fabulous idea. It obviously needs some work. I can't, like I said, I came up with it this morning in the shower. So what I would like for you guys to do in the comments is let me know what you think of the idea. Do you think it'd be overpowered? Do you think it'd be underpowered? What could we do to help Supercell balance it right off the bat? You know, give it very, very little HP, give it tons of DPS, that way it is like a defensive wall breaker. Or maybe it needs an adjustment fundamentally. Maybe you guys think that it should trigger traps. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. I just had to share this idea with you. And like I said, if it's responded to well in this video, then I will actually bring the idea to Supercell themselves and say, hey, I came up with this idea. My audience really liked it, and I think that we can get a lot of response. A lot of people would jump onto the bandwagon of supporting this new troop. And it could be an event troop to where it's not promised to be permanent. The Ice Wizard is an incredible troop, and it's an event troop. It's not a permanent troop. So, and that works really well. Whenever the Ice Wizard is out, people fall in love with that troop every time, over and over again. So it could be that. I don't know. I want to see some ideas. I want to see your creativity down in the comments. If anybody has some artwork ideas, you know, send them to me on Twitter. And just let's just get the idea going, guys, because like I said, there hasn't been any new troops released into the game in a long time. Now, I do know, and I respect, that Supercell is working on Town Hall 12, and they've been very clear about that. They've been very upfront about that Town Hall 12 is coming, and likely there will be some new troops or new heroes or something coming with Town Hall 12. So they're probably very, very busy at this current moment in time. But that doesn't mean we can't give them our ideas anyway for a future time. I know that they take ideas, they put them on the shelf, and they may come back to them years later. You never know. So, guys, again, let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Like the video if you really do think that this idea will work, and if you like the idea of having a stealth ground character in the game, or maybe we can have like an air bandit, and it's just a bandit hanging from a balloon, and it goes, you know, and it's gonna sneak up and drop like some sort of SWAT team, you know. You never know, you can get crazy with these ideas once you get going. You guys know me, I don't do these kind of videos very often, but I wanted to share the idea with you. So again, like the video if you like the idea, or if you have any ideas for how to make it work better, or if you hate the idea or whatever, let me know down in the comments. If you have not seen this channel before, and this is the first video you've seen by me, we upload Clash of Clans videos every day and other games every single day and stream 3 days a week. So please hit that subscribe button and join the Klaus family. Like this video if you liked it. And remember, I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all again next time.